Welcome to the front porch, where we're shooting the breeze podcast style with Savannah's top thinkers and biggest barrier breakers, the quintessentially quirky and the perpetually hip.
I'm Emily McLeod of the Creative Coast, and we're here podcasting with JoAnna Brunton of LSP Technologies. Did I did it wrong again?
Oh, you got it.
Okay. And JoAnna, we're so happy to have you here this morning, taping the front porch. Tell us a little bit about what you're up to at LSP.
Well, thank you very much, Emily. I'm excited to be here. At LSP Technologies, we are an IT engineering and consulting firm. So we have clients ranging from your normal small business, working out of a home, all the way up to government entities and large K through 12 school districts.
And what's your background, and how did you end up there?
I have a degree in graphic design. I also have a degree in business management, and I worked in logistics for 6.5 years before I had an opportunity to move into the technology field. So I have a little bit of a different pathway into technology, but it's ever-changing and exciting.
And what drew you to technology?
Well, if you just look around your house or your car or anywhere you are, most days there's all sorts of devices that are changing and updating. Every 18 months they say that there's a new operating system or a new gadget coming out. So I thought that it would be really cool to be on the cutting edge of that and learning about things as they're coming out.
So you mentioned government entities to small businesses that you're working with. What kinds of different needs do you see across that spectrum?
Every business is unique, so we really try to custom design solutions for our customers based upon what their business models are. Everyone's going to be different. A huge need that we see right now in the IT field is security. Data is being breached all the time, and depending on what kind of business you have, you may need stronger security measures. Also, another big one is data storage, because there's every single business, no matter what kind of a business you are, you're creating data at a rapid pace. And how are you storing it? How can you access it? Also, recovery. Here in Savannah and all along the coast in the Low Country, we have hurricane.
Sure.
So if you are just keeping it on a USB or a hard drive that may be left behind in your business in case of an emergency, you may not be protecting that data in the best form. So we talk a lot with our customers, not only about the security of the data, but how are you going to recover it in case of a natural disaster.
What are some things that people should be thinking about security-wise, or just data disappearing-wise?
I mean, one of the biggest and actually easiest ways to secure your data is make sure you have passcodes, not only on your computers but your cell phones. The 4-pin passcode that everyone has on their iPhone is actually not very secure at all. It can be cracked extremely easily. So if you, like most people, you keep all of your calendar information, you keep your personal appointment data, you put your mother and father's cell phone numbers and addresses in your phone. If someone steals your phone and asks Siri for your mother's phone number, Siri is going to give them mom's phone number, and instantly they have a lot of information about you. So really, your mobile phone as an extension of yourself is probably one of the most important things that you need to secure that most people wouldn't think about.
Sure. So again, you guys work with so many different companies. Kind of how have you seen their growth in the region the past few years, and maybe where do you see it going over the next couple?
There's a lot of growth here. I think that the ports are bringing such a wealth of jobs to the economy here. Almost every industry that we've dealt with has high growth projections and expectations for their companies. As a technology company, we also have high growth expectations because this region really is stronger than a lot of others.
What's the most interesting thing you think is coming down the pike that maybe people aren't talking about yet, but they should be?
As far as technology?
Sure.
Oh, there's so many things.
We'll take a couple.
Well, we got into 3D printing kind of for fun, and there's a lot of new things coming with that I've been reading about, looking at some of like the scanning and printing into full color in one machine. I think that's really fun. There's lots of adaptive technologies for people with disabilities that we have been working with for some of our disabled VA clients. And those are really exciting because they're going to really change some people's lives every single day. So that's a really exciting technology that we've been playing with a little bit. And then some of the new security features that we are working with some of our security vendors on are pretty exciting. Hopefully, I mean, you've probably all seen the Microsoft commercials where the child is smiling and they're saying, by the time they get old enough to have their own computer, they'll unlock it with their smile instead of a fingerprint or a PIN code pass number. So there's some definitely coming. Yeah, it's definitely coming, and it may be a little faster than we're ready for.
Yeah. So we work with a lot of different entrepreneurs. What if somebody's just starting out, just getting launched? What are maybe the top things on the technology side that they should be thinking about?
Well, if they're not already secure with their technology needs, they need to find a really supportive IT company that's willing to grow with them. They need to find somebody who's not more focused on price and trying to put them into a box solution, somebody who's going to help them step by step grow. Because as you grow, there's going to be more and more needs that your company will have. So definitely find somebody that you can trust, that you can access easily. As far as technology, make sure your data is secure, because if you do have a leak, the customers that you do have are going to be hesitant to work with you in the future. It's hard to repair that trust.
Sure. And so working with all the different companies and working on the technology front, what surprised you about your work?
I guess a misconception that all engineers are really super nerdy and like closet people that never, interact. The engineers that I work with are great. They're outgoing, they're fun, and they're probably our best salespeople because they actually get out there and are working with the customer day to day. That was kind of surprising for me because you think of the normal technology geek that never leaves the computer screen. So, yeah.
Great.
I hope you can edit some of this.
And tell us a little bit more about, kind of the environment here along the Creative Coast and the creative community.
I think Savannah is one of the best places on the East Coast for creativity. Not only do we have an absolutely gorgeous landscape and an awesome downtown area, but we have a strong growing economy, and more and more and more you are seeing like the art movement coming to the forefront. You're seeing creative entrepreneurial businesses popping up. You have a lot of younger people that seem to be coming in. You have SCAD, of course, who supports a lot of this, but I think it's just a wonderful place to be if you are wanting to be involved in anything creative right now. There's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, great. Agreed. So really lovely to have you in today, and thanks so much for all of your insights into working with different companies on their technology needs. We so appreciate it.
Thanks.